Hello everyone, thanks for being here today. Welcome to the webinar. So I'm in Prague, Czech Republic, and I'm standing in front of our new local office. This place says we are here to support our local partners. So let's come inside and let's begin. So hello everyone, welcome to the webinar. So my name is Philip Schneider, and I'm a senior application engineer based in Prague, Czech Republic. So just the slides behind me will help me keep on track and stay focused and try not to forget what I'm about to say today. So, my job is to support customers and partners all across Europe and work with them on the real projects with real production needs. This Czech office was officially opened in December 2025, but I was already supporting partners throughout the year. So in 2026, the experience will stay the same, and the support is now fully local, which means faster answers, easier communication, and better cooperation with your current projects. So let's take a look at the agenda today. So in this part I will explain why local technical support matters in daily work, and then you will see a short real production example, and in the end I will show you what we have in the office already. We will finish this session with some Q&A afterwards. So let's get to it. So why the local support matters? It's easy. In many projects, the technology is not a problem, it works well. But the problems usually come from slow communication or not fully understanding the task. So that's why local technical support is important. It helps us react faster and solve the issues early. We support projects with local demos, application tests using real parts, and on-site help during installation, testing, training. The goal is simple, just make the projects faster, easier, and more reliable. On top of that, we can support you during trade shows, exhibitions, and open house events if necessary. All you have to do is just tell us about it. So now I would like to share a real project we worked on recently in Czech Republic. So let me show you my screen so you can see the pictures better. So this project came from a company called ASICS. The task was to scan a chemical reactor for their customer. For legal reasons, we are not allowed to share with you the name or the location of the company, but we are allowed to share with you the process. So this reactor had been in use for about 20 years and needed to be checked for unwanted changes or damage. As you can see on the picture, it is about 10 meters tall and has an inner diameter of 3.5 meters. So our task was to scan the inner top part of the reactor. We had only limited time, there was no power supply, and we needed the highest possible accuracy. Another thing, we also had to plan the scanning strategy carefully and prepare everything before entering the reactor. So after about 5 hours of safety training, they finally let us in so we could start the scanning process. And the work was done under constant supervision by firefighters. The environment was checked regularly, like the oxygen levels and the chemical compound levels in the air, everything. So we went in and scanned the reactor from a scaffolding about 6 meters high. It was slightly unstable, so it was really adventurous experience. And also, like I said before, there was no power supply. So for this task, we choose the K-Scan X system. We select this one because of its large field of view, built-in photogrammetry for better accuracy, wireless operation, and the ability to mirror the laptop screen to a phone in some hard-to-reach areas. We started with placing 12mm markers on the surface of the reactor, and then we scanned these markers and saved them as a marker point file. We performed several scans and aligned them using the markers. And thanks to this wireless operation and the screen mirroring, the full scanning process took about 1.5 hours. So during this time, we collected all the data was needed for measurement. Of course, it was a old reactor, so there were no CAD data available for this reactor. So first we had to create a CAD model based on old drawings, so it takes some time. And once the CAD model was ready, we were able to perform the required measurements and provide them to the customer. So despite strict safety rules and the limited access, so the project was completed successfully, even without any power supply on site. So for this particular task, we chose K-Scan X because it's a very suitable scanner for scanning large objects in a field. And it has 2 Wi-Fi sticks for better data transmission. There's 2 batteries in the bottom, so you can change them during the scanning without interruption. And also it has its phone holder, so you can mirror the screen of your laptop on your phone and you can scan without any interruptions. Of course, I'm using my phone to record this, so I cannot show you now, but maybe next time, right? K-Scan X comes together with 2 scale bars, they look like this, for adaptive photogrammetry, which is used to increase the volumetric accuracy. So you want to see how it's scanning, how it works? Okay, let's show you. So K-Scan X is a 3D scanner for scanning large objects. So for now, I will scan this wall and I will use the adaptive photogrammetry. So you can see I have already positioned 2 scale bars near the object and put some 12mm markers on the object. So we will start with scanning the markers. You can see that the software already recognized the scale bars, so we have to scan them from different angles, and they will turn green, so we know that we captured them well. And let the software process the marker data, and then we can continue scanning the data points. Okay, here we go. So as you can see, the scanning is very fast thanks to the large field of view. Okay, this may be enough for now. Okay, so as you can see, scanning a large object with K-Scan X is pretty easy. But there is one function that makes case can X like the number one for me, and that's the extended function. With the extended function, you will increase your standoff distance up to 2.5 meters, and the scanning volume is just unbelievable. I have already collected the marker points, so I can show you scanning with this extended function right now. So, can you see it? Can you see that? I have already captured one side of the wall without even moving. So for the scanning of the rest, I will just have to step here. And it's done. So this function for me is one of the best with Case Connects. So as you can see, we captured the whole wall within a few seconds. Okay, what does this mean for you in 2026? So, looking ahead to 2026, the local support in Europe is an important step. This is not just an office, it's a place where the real work will happen. Our focus is long term, so real applications, clear communication, and close work with partners and customers. And being local helps us adjust quickly to real needs. So let's take a look what we already have in place. In our Czech office, we already have some key systems in place. Right now we have SimScan E, CaseScan X, and NimbleTrack E ready for demos or customer scanning. Just say the word. Also, new systems will be available here very early, so customers or partners will be able to test them as soon as possible. If you have a project to talk about or need a demo or a test, just feel free to contact us. See, we are ready to go. Or you can just visit us, and you can see we have some beautiful working space here. Different meeting rooms for trainings or discussions, places for bigger events or trainings. Or you can just drop by for a coffee and just a relaxed conversation.